if you would marry me. No scorching sun nor freezing cold will stop me on my journey, if you will promise me your heart
and love me for eternity. My dearest one, my darling dear, your mighty words astound me, but I've no need of mighty deeds when I feel your arms around me.
But I would bring you rings of gold, I'd even sing you poetry, and I would keep you from all harm, if you would stay beside me.
I have no use for rings of gold, I care not for your poetry, I only want your hand to hold.
I only want you near me, to love, to kiss, to sweetly hold, for the dancing and the dreaming, through all the sorrows and delights, I'll keep your love beside me. I'll swim in sail on savage seas, with never fear of drowning, and gladly ride the waves of life, if you will marry me. If you will marry me.
Yeah, tell you something, I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand, I wanna
Everyone go ahead and rise, please, for the bride.
Oh, please say to me, you let me be your man, and please say to me, you let me hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna hold your hand. And when I touch you, I feel happy inside. It's such a feeling that my love I can't hide, I can't hide, I can't hide. Oh, you got that something, I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand.
We are gathered here today to celebrate one of life's greatest moments, the joining of two hearts and two families. In this ceremony today, we'll be witnessing the joining of Nathan and Samantha in marriage. Who gives this woman to be married today? Can you take the bread? Today we have come together to witness the joining of these two lives, these two families. For them, out of the routine of ordinary life, the extraordinary has happened. They met each other, fell in love, and now we're finalizing it today in this wedding. Romance is fun, but true love is something far more. It is their desire to love each other for life, and that is what we are celebrating here today. A good marriage must be created. A marriage, little things are the important things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It's standing together and facing the world. It's letting her use the stove every once in a while. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which we can each grow. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It's not only marrying the right person, it's about being the right partner. And we have our first reading today. Tiffany?
Love. Okay, let's turn it on first. Maybe that might help.
Is it on now? Yes, it is. Okay. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like an earthquake and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have become so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness. It is not excitement. It is not the promulgation of promises of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any of us can convince ourselves that we are. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away. And it is both an art and a fortunate accident. Those who truly love find that they have roots that have grown together underground. And when all the pretty blossoms have fallen from their branches, find that they are one tree and not two.
I'm trying not to.
Now for the vows. Stand together. You have your vows. All right, you ready? Nathan, repeat after me. I cannot promise you a lifetime of sunshine.
I cannot promise you a lifetime of sunshine.
I cannot promise you riches, wealth, or gold.
I cannot promise you riches, wealth, or gold.
I cannot promise you an easy pathway that leads away from change or growing old.
I cannot promise you an easy pathway that leads away from change or growing old.
But I can promise all my heart's devotion.
But I can promise all my heart's devotion.
A smile to chase away your tears of sorrow.
A smile to chase away your tears of sorrow.
A love that's true and ever growing.
A love that's true and ever growing.
A hand to hold in yours through each tomorrow.
A hand to hold in yours in each tomorrow.
I cannot promise you a lifetime of sunshine.
I cannot promise you a lifetime of sunshine.
I cannot promise you riches, wealth, or gold.
And I can't promise you riches, wealth, or gold.
I cannot promise you an easy pathway that leads away from changing or growing old.
I cannot.
That's all right. I cannot promise you an easy pathway
I cannot promise you an easy pathway
that leads away from changing or growing old.
that leads away from changing or growing old.
But I can promise all my heart's devotion,
But I can promise with all my heart's devotion,
a smile to chase away your tears of sorrow,
a smile to chase away your tears of sorrow,
a love that's true and ever growing,
a love that's true and ever growing,
and a hand to hold in yours through each tomorrow.
and a hand to hold in yours through each tomorrow. You're a pastor.
Should be on.
It's on. Check it.
This is on.
Oh, okay. I'll check you. Thank you. Me and technology. Okay. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. If I speak with human eloquence and angelic ecstasy, but do not love, I'm nothing but the creaking of a rusty gate. If I speak God's word with power, revealing all mysteries and making everything plain as day, and if I have faith that says to a mountain, jump, and it jumps, but I don't love, I'm nothing. If I give everything I own to the poor, and even go to the stake to be burned as a martyr, but I don't love, I've gotten nowhere. So no matter what I say, what I believe, and what I do, I am bankrupt without love. Love never gives up. Love cares more for others than for self. Love doesn't want what it doesn't have. Love doesn't strut, doesn't have a swelled head, doesn't force itself on others, isn't always me first. It doesn't fly off the handle, doesn't keep score of the sins of others, doesn't revel when others grovel. Love takes pleasure when the seeds of truth bloom, puts up with anything, trusts God always, always looks for the best, never looks back, but keeps going to the end. Love never dies. Inspired speech will be over someday, praying in tongues will end, understanding will reach its limit. We know only a portion of the truth, and what we say about God is always incomplete. But when our complete arrives, our incompletes will end. When I was an infant, I gurgled and cooed like any infant. When I grew up, I left those infant ways. We do not yet see things clearly. We're squinting in a fog, peering through the mist. But it won't be long before the weather clears and the sun shines bright. We'll see it all then, see it as clearly as God sees us, knowing Him directly just as He knows us. But for right now, until that completeness, we have 3 things to do to lead us to that consummation. Trust steadily in God, hope unswervingly, love extravagantly, and the best of these 3 is love.
Nathan and Samantha, I would ask that you always treat yourselves and each other with respect and remind yourselves often of what brought you guys together today. Give the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your marriage deserves. When frustration and difficulty assail your marriage, as they do to every relationship at one time or another, focus on what still seems right between you, not only on the part that seems wrong at the time. In this way, when clouds of trouble hide the sun in your lives and you lose sight of it for a moment, you can remember that the sun is still there. And if each of you will take responsibility for the quality of your life together, it will be marked by abundance and happiness. We have one more reading from Jesse.
They say they will love, comfort, and honor each other to the end of their days. They say they will cherish each other and be faithful to each other always. They say they will do these things not just when they feel like it, but for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, even when they don't want to at all. In other words, the vows that they make could hardly be more extravagant. They give away their freedom, they take on themselves each other's burdens, they bind their lives together. The question is, what do they get in return? They get each other in return. There will always be the other to talk to listen. There will always be someone to get through the night with and to wake into the new day beside. If they have children, they will give them, as well as each other, roots and wings. If they don't have children, they will become each other's child. They both still have separate lives apart, as well as their life together. They both still have their separate way to find. But a marriage made in heaven is one where a man and woman become more richly themselves together than the chances are that either of them would have managed to become alone.
Nathan, do you take Samantha to be your wife? I do. Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others and holding only onto her forevermore?
I do.
Samantha, do you take Nathan to be your husband?
Probably should.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him, forsaking all others and holding only onto him forevermore? Do we have the rings? The ring is a symbol of unbroken love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end, no giver and no receiver, for each is the giver and the receiver. May these rings always remind you of the vows you have taken today. Nathan, if you would please put the ring on your finger and repeat after me. I, Nathan, take thee, Samantha,
I, Nathan, take thee, Samantha,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer or for poor,
for richer and or for poorer,
in joy and sorrow,
in joy and sorrow.
and I promise my love to you.
And I promise my love to you.
And with this ring,
And with this ring,
I take you as my wife,
I take you as my wife,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Repeat after me. I, Samantha, take thee, Nathan,
I, Samantha, take thee, Nathan,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer and for poor,
in joy and sorrow,
in joy and sorrow.
and I promise my love to you.
And I promise my love to you.
And with this ring,
And with this ring,
I take you as my husband,
I take you as my husband, but with ring on,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
To make your relationship work, it will take love. This is the core of your marriage and why you are here today. It will take trust to know that in your hearts you truly want what is best for each other. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together. It will take faith to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future may hold. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey you both have pledged to today. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Nathan and Samantha Robelia.
In you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the one you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest the dime, say they can and ease my mind. Imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. You and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together. And you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together. How is the weather? We're happy together. So happy together. We're happy together. Happy together, happy together.
I do not like public speaking. I can't. But I really want to thank you all for coming today. You know, Shannon and I, next year we're going to have our 30th wedding anniversary. And I got to just say thanks.
It's weird because I'm 29.
You know, when we made that chair back there, Shannon and I, we put that together, we put a word on it called rooted. How do you develop roots? And I still can, I'm not going to break up over this, but when we first got married, Shannon and I, we were really poor. We were college students, we had no money. We had this cute little red Chevette that the floor was rusted out on, and I mean, Sullivan's all know about the Chevette. We left our church up in Notre Dame, and outside there was this limousine. I'm going like, where did that come from? And you know, I've never really ever taken the time to thank my brother-in-laws and sister-in-laws for giving us a great ride away from our wedding. But you know, when it comes time to get rooted in the family, it's really good to have the family come around and really help lift you up. Because starting out a new family is so hard. And it just, you know, adding anything to this, it's really hard starting out a young family. And what I'm saying to Nathan and Samantha, you know, let your family on both sides come around you and lift you up. And let your friends help you. And take people like Ann and Sully, you know, they were married 58 years and now they're over 72, 73 years. You look at these older families that had marriages for years and you use them as an example and try to emulate that beautiful relationship between a husband and wife. And I think that's just awesome. Okay, now.
And the other thing that rooted comes from, if you look on the bench out there, it says Ephesians 3:17 and 18. I had this really cool Bible verse that I was going to read to you all from my phone app. But as you probably found out by now, your phone apps don't work inside this building. So look it up at home.
Yeah, it's a beautiful verse that talks about God's love being rooted in God's love and having God come into your life and help you through, which is really a great thing if you can, you know, get God to help lift you up. That's a perfect way of getting rooted in a great family relationship.
Our maid of honor. So again, if we could have everyone's attention to the head table, it'd be much appreciated. Thank you.
I didn't know there was going to be spotlights.
And action.
In case anybody doesn't know, I'm Shelly. I have been known Sammy since I was a sophomore in high school, so sometimes it feels longer than that, a very, very long time. But I first got to know Sammy. I'm 23, I'm not old, I guess. I've known Sammy for a long time. She's been a huge part of my life. I started to get to know her in high school, and she was the kind of person where I could go over to her house, and she lived a few blocks from my school, so I could walk to her house at the end of the day, and she'd be there for me for anything I was going through, even if it was just, hey, I'm coming over, okay, we're going to do our nails, we're going to bake 3 loaves of bread, have cookies, and watch TV. And that was a routine thing for us. because that's just who Sandy is. She loves cooking, she loves baking. She's just a very warm, welcoming person. Well, then she started telling me about how she was talking to someone. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever, you're talking to someone, great. Well, then after a while, it turned into, we're gonna start dating. I'm gonna go see him and we're gonna do something. The first time I ever met Nate was when I was working at the Wisconsin County Fair, had blue hair, no one else was coming up to the booth or anything, and Sandy came up and she's like, Sheldon, meet my man boy. So that's when I met Nate. He's a man of few words, but she talked so highly of him, I knew that, this is a good thing. Then this good thing kept going on, and they were still together. And then they moved in together. And Sandy is just so happy with him. And it just warms my heart to see someone like that to be with one of my best friends. I haven't known him. I feel like I haven't gotten to know Nate as much as I could have.
Trust me, you don't want to know
I could. I will take it from Mom then. But all I know is that if Sandy's happy, then that's good enough for me. I know Nate's a great guy, and I know he's going to take care of her. I had to write this last bit down, otherwise I was going to forget. And I could have ended this hopefully short speech on something inspirational about how love is an incredible journey you're to spend together. But I thought of something a little more clever. I thought of something a little more fitting. Nate, you have acquired a bard for your journey of life. Your charisma and constitution have increased by 1. Your newly acquired bard is clever, skillful, hopefully doesn't sing too much country, and whose healing spells hopefully work only for you, as long as you roll well. Congratulations, guys.
I love public speaking. I've known Nate since elementary school, early elementary school. I didn't think we'd become friends until first year of high school, German class. If I was still in high school, I wouldn't have pictured Nate to be the guy to get married. Nate still doesn't. But it happened. And I honestly think Sammy's the right fit for him. She knows the right buttons to push. She knows that kind of him. I love it. And it kind of just reminds me that there's someone for everyone. It's just go through life.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah. It's more for Nate now. Love just happens. You can't do anything about it. You know exactly when it's going to happen. You just follow through with it. It's a very natural thing. Congratulations.
Usually this is the part where the groom gives the speech, but we all know I'm the talker in this family. But she said, man, a few words. So my speech today is kind of going to be like a mini skirt, short and to the point, but short enough to get the attention of everybody. So thank you guys for all coming here, and I really love the fact that we have this pretty much full house of people that have known me since pretty much birth, Nate's son's birth there, so and this is a big happy family of people who not necessarily know everybody, but we appreciate this here. We have some special, they want a cupcake with this, so we'll get this done pretty quickly. So a special thank you to the lovely cupcake bakers today, so can we get a round of applause for the cupcake bakers? And also a thank you to Nikki, who is the mother of our band that we have today, for the lovely flower arrangement that you see today. Without your expertise, this wouldn't have happened. And also, thank you to the band and our lovely singer, Kim, which I think is over there. She's waving. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys, all of you. Most of all you guys here, because we couldn't have had this wedding without you guys with us. So thank you guys so much. Because obviously I wouldn't be in the pretty white dress without anything on the finger without asking me a question. So, and now, just again, thank you guys for all being here. I think we're playing a game. Am I correct in that statement?
Who are you looking at?
Person in the back of the room.
Okay.
That would be me. Yes, we are. So I need my newlyweds to take their chairs, go back to back, and we're going to do something we like to call the newlywed game. We're going to hold up the sandal with the name that best fits the question. So I'll give you a sample one. If I say, who in your household is going to be in control of the remote control most of the time, you'll hold up which sandal? They're going to have to get dual remote controls. All right, folks. Now, the way this works, there's some trick ones in here. I want you to give a round of applause every time they match. So here we go. This is the newlywed game. All right, first real question. Who is the most nervous concerning the wedding today? Good man, you guys. Who is the better cook? Yeah. This will be a fun one. Who is the most romantic? Some are surprised by that. Right? We'll find this one out later. Who's the better dancer? Oh, that was fast. Oh, that was super fast. All right, you might have to think about this one, maybe not. Who said, I love you first? Thinking, there it is. All right, who is the better driver? Lots of competitive questions. That was a fast one. Who is the better kisser? All right, which one of you is late for everything? People are calling out your name, Sammy. That's when you know you're in trouble. All right. Yo. Who spends the most time in front of the mirror? All right, this will be another fun one. Who is the most likely to forget where they parked their car? Oh, look how fast that one was. Who is the most likely to buy something, assemble it, and then read the instructions? Who will tell the other I love you the most each day? All right, this is kind of a trick one. Who will say they have the best time at the wedding? Which one of you has the best sense of humor? Thinking. Oh. Who always has the last word in an argument? Oh. Surprise, surprise. This ties into this one. Which one then is the first to say, I am so sorry, honey? Thinking. All right, now this one has always been a favorite here. And it always gets a great response. So we're going to see where this one goes. Between the two of you, who has the wackiest family? Oh, look at how fast that one. All right, who is the most likely to walk around the house talking to themselves and answering? Oh, I didn't even finish. Sammy, I didn't even finish the question. She had, look at that. Oh my goodness. All right, listen to this one closely. Finally, right now, who do you love the most in the entire world? Give them a hand, you guys. There you have it. These two know each other pretty good. heroes' very first dance as man and wife, please welcome the first dance between Mr. and Mrs. Nathan and Samantha Robelia. Give him a hand out here, first dance. Wow. Nicely done. All right, we need Dad out here. Dad, where's Dad? Kevin, come on out here.
Look at the two of you dancing that way, lost in the moment in each other's face. So much in love, you're alone in this place, like there's nobody else in the world. I was enough for her that long ago. I was her number one, she told me so, and she still means the world to me, just so you know. So be careful when you hold my girl. Time changes everything, life must go on. I'm not gonna stand in your way. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father was deep. I pray that she find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first. How could that beautiful woman wait you to be the same freckle-faced kid that I knew? One that I read on those fairy tales too, tucked into bed all those nights. And I knew the first time I saw you with her, it was only a matter of time. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be because of you. I love to think.
All right, everyone, give them another round of applause. Kevin and Sammy, father-daughter. All right, here we go. Nate is quite the adventurer. He's up in there on his greatest adventure ever. Oh, what is this? Oh my. The honeymoon has started already. That doesn't look good for you, Sammy. All right. All right. Is he there yet? Not yet. What does he got? What else have you got under there? What? Snakes? I don't even know what to say. I just don't even know what to say to that one. All right. What do you guys think? Is he ready to take that garter off? I think he is. He's almost there. And still almost there. And he got it. Yes, you're missing something there. There we go. The adventurer has to have his hat. There it is. See that dress is multi-function. And look at that, a surprise throw. He just whips that, and there's our lucky guy. Give him a hand out here, Indiana Nate. Ladies, are you ready out there? Still out dating? All right, you guys ready? We're not going to count down. She's just going to randomly throw it when she feels like it, anytime. So get ready. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Give her a hand. She just tiptoed over there and picked that up.